News for people who can't stand the news. Earlier today, I was sent a story about a Chicago robbery that took place where two young men were gunned down by an owner's friend. After looking at the story and then investigating a little further, I got more information that made me want to do a video about the story. Watch this clip and come back. We got a lot to talk about.
They announced a robbery inside an Auburn Gresham liquor store. Then the owner shot the would-be robbers. One of them was just 15 years old. CBS 2's Derek Blakely tells us the store owners are known to defend themselves.
It's happened before at Z&S Liquors on West 87th, and last night it happened again. Two teenagers fatally shot as they tried to pull a robbery, and one of the teens, Gabriel Williams, knew.
I know he was nice, but the neighborhood just took a hold of him.
Just last week, 15-year-old Keshawn Marzette took hold of Williams' BMW, stole the car, went for a joyride, and totaled it.
My neighbors ended up stopping a little boy and got him up out my car, actually held him there until the police got there, and they locked him up. So now it just hurts that he's back out here doing it again, like he didn't learn his lesson.
Police say Marzette and 17-year-old William Larson were shot dead in the would-be robbery by a relative of the store owner.
They were defending themselves. That you try to rob the store, there's consequences behind every action. You got to face that.
4 years ago, another robber was killed and a clerk wounded at the very same store in an attempted stick-up. Another lesson apparently not learned in a neighborhood where the store owners are well-liked and respected.
They should have known better. They took a chance on their own life going in there. Anybody in their right mind know not to rob the neighborhood store. Everybody here love these people.
The same owners have operated Z&S Liquors for more than 30 years. Customers say they're well known for helping people out in the neighborhood any way they can. Reporting live from the newsroom, Derek Blakely, CBS 2 News. Jim?
Derek, thank you.
If you flippantly look at that story, you'll probably come away thinking, hey, these guys got what they deserve. But if you look with a keen eye, you may see some stuff, some reasons for you to be cautious before you jump to conclusions. One of the telltale signs of this whole thing started with the way they did the interview. Now, me, a person who does a number of stories, I know how people treat victims. In this case, the victims are kind of distorted because these guys were armed, right? But doing story after story, I noticed something about the media. Let's go back a bit and notice what the reporter says when the woman explains how the young boy, the 15-year-old, how the streets grabbed hold of him.
And one of the teens, Gabriel Williams, knew.
I know he was nice, but the neighborhood just took a hold of him.
Just last week, 15-year-old Keshawn Marzette took hold of Williams' BMW.
Did you catch that? Notice how the reporter tried to make a pun out of what the woman said. See, the woman tried to show sympathy to the young man. You know, the streets took hold of him. He was a good kid. Just the streets grabbed hold of him. And the reporter came back and said, there'll be none of that. He took hold of her car. Yeah, see, I cover a lot of stories, and I'm going to tell you, very rarely, if ever, have I heard a reporter make fun of a white kid getting gunned down in a similar circumstance. As in never. I never see it. But see, it's their way of desensitizing you to the fact that a 15-year-old lost his life. I mean, 15, you do dumb things. He did an unlawful dumb thing, and unfortunately, it cost his life. Is that a time to make a joke? When it's a black person, it is. Let's keep watching.
Police say Marzette and 17-year-old William Larson were shot dead in the would-be robbery by a relative of the store owner.
They were defending themselves. That you try to rob the store, there's consequences behind every action. You got to face that.
All right, let's hold it right there. What do you mean they were defending themselves? How would this random guy know they were defending themselves or not? Defending themselves or defending their property? Probably one and the same, but it is a little bit different, isn't it? I mean, I know that the young men didn't fire a shot. And I know the young men were shot multiple times. Is it possible someone just shot them each and then kept shooting them? I don't know. But multiple shots is what each of the young men took. Also, we also know that it wasn't actually the owners who shot. It was a friend of the family who happened to witness it who shot him. So was that person in fear of their lives or protecting their friend's property? Just something to think about. So we got to be careful when we start jumping in, defending the status quo, defending other people, store owners, who I got a feeling probably don't even live in that community. Yeah. We should slow down, black folks. Stop being so quick to jump on the bandwagon, jump in front of the camera, want to be seen and want to have something to say. But, okay. Maybe they took him out of context. You know, that happens. That happens in these interviews. They use the part they want to use. I know when I went on the show, they left out some stuff. They didn't use everything I said, but okay. I'm going to give this man a pass. Besides, the next guy is much worse. Let's go to him.
In a neighborhood where the store owners are well liked and respected.
They should have known better. They took a chance on their own life going in there. Anybody in their right mind know not to rob the neighborhood store. Everybody here love these people.
The same owners have operated Z&S Liquors for more than 30 years. Customers say they're well known for helping people out in the neighborhood any way they can.
Man, this ninja here. See, this is what I'm talking about, folks, when guys want to jump in front of the camera to be seen. It's like he's working on getting free food. So he wants to, impress the store owners. How would you possibly know if everybody in the neighborhood loves these people? Just because you like the people at the store don't mean everybody like the people at the store. I mean, obviously these two young people didn't like them. And don't get me wrong, I'm not defending what the young people did. But why not be a little bit more specific? Especially this reporter. What do you mean they've been so nice to the neighborhood? They help anybody out they can in the neighborhood. By doing what? Charging them? Overcharging them for goods they can get at the grocery store? For a lot less, I'm sure. That's what they do at these little stores, right? Charge you double for a loaf of bread, $2.50 instead of $1. But okay. Maybe it's just that you want to, support the store owner. What I saw next when I went looking a little further on the internet is what really got me. Besides the sellout coon type dudes that want to support the status quo, the establishment, and throw the young guys under the bus, they're already dead. They can't get no deader. So who you trying to impress, bruh? But anyway, when I went to another website, I found something that was kind of interesting. Very interesting. This picture you're looking at is of the two young men laying on the floor of the store, deceased. I blurred their faces because, well, I have taste. But it's obvious that whoever took that picture from behind that counter. It was probably the shooter or a family member or maybe the friend. Yeah, the guy who shot. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? See, while you're sitting around defending the shop owner's taking pictures and uploading it to LiveLeak so other people can see. Look what I did. I killed him. Killed me too, didn't do nothing. That's right. Then I started looking at the comments. All the great comments of all the supportive people who thought it was just great that these two young black men are no longer with us. See, I do a lot of stories, once again. They don't do that when it's white people who get shot robbing. The comments that I read on this picture were just horrible. Vile, disgusting, cruel, just downright racist, mean comments. They were rejoicing in the fact that these young men were shot down. They didn't feel sympathy for them at all. In fact, they made comments like, I wish they shot more of them. Shoot more of them next time. Only 17,000 more to go in Chicago. This is a good start. This is a feel-good story. They didn't do nothing. They got what they deserved. Love it, love it. I didn't read comments like this from white people when Dylan Roof shot 9 unarmed black people in the church. Not at all. But there's always someone black who will run out here and make those comments. Contributed to it. Yeah, I saw some black people too. I don't feel sorry for them. What, you want a badge? What, you want a cookie, dumbass? While you're sitting there clapping for the death of two black teenagers, you're not holding the community responsible. You're not holding the parents responsible. Nothing. And for all you know, they could have shot these kids down quick as hell, laughed about it, took pictures, more pictures. There could be more pictures out there. But you don't care because you just want to jump online and join in the group about how much you hate crime. Once again, I ain't saying they did the right thing robbing this store. What I'm saying, I don't know if I'm so sure that they needed to be shot multiple times. And I know these pictures don't need to be uploaded to the internet for people to make fun of dead teenagers. It does nothing but justify the next time a black kid gets shot. It does nothing but justify black death. And black people need to wake up to it. And if you don't wake up to it, why should white people wake up to it, frankly? That's why I had to do this video. It's not to defend lawlessness. It's not to defend robbery. But I am sick of black people making fun, joining in, trying to get brownie points, biscuits and gravy from racist. This community failed these kids. Parents probably failed them. Schools probably failed them. And now even in death, you laugh at them. It's funny. It's a joke. Well, I ain't laughing. I know who is, though. All the racists in those comment sections.